Hello and welcome to Opinions Plus. There's an old saying, a pathway to hell is paved with good intentions. Do you believe that? I don't believe that. Good intentions don't always lead to good things. That is true. But you're not going to be judged on the end result. You're going to be judged on why you did what you did. If you believe there's a judgment day. If you don't believe there's a judgment day, it's still a matter of the end result. You don't know what that is going to be. You use your judgment, to apply it in the best way you know how. If you're a parent, you want the best for your children. Well, the children might not see that. You may not even understand that. Do you have a responsibility in their upbringing, in teaching them and guiding them and directing them? You're a parent. Of course you do. That's all you can do. That's what you're obligated to do. Do you make the right choice? You hear that statement of a black sheep in the family. You have a family of six and one turns, criminal, the others are good people. Why? Because the people, the children, the results of your parenting have their own ability to make their choices. They have their right to choose. They may not understand that path that you tried to direct to them. You may not understand the path that you're directing them to. You may even change your mind after 10 years, 15, 20 years. Suddenly, wow, I should have thought a different way. I shouldn't have been so bigoted and biased and prejudiced and this and that. I should teach my children decency and honor and respect. But you thought at the time that you were doing the right thing. What more can you do? You have a responsibility to yourself to learn what is right, to see what is good, to develop what is good within you and the society around you, and apply those things that you've learned. Do you always know? No, you don't. And when you do know something, do you always choose the right? No, because people are people. They have different pressures within them that make them choose different roads, different paths. Whether it's, lying, stealing, cheating on your taxes, whatever. It does, there's no one way in life. There's no one, Les Miserables, where the guy stole some bread. You have those stories all the time. Well, in certain times, that was a death penalty. And a prison sentence. Marijuana in Texas years ago, 50 years. What are you going to do about it? Is it right? Is it reasonable? Is it good? You have to make those decisions. When I went in the service, conscientious objectors, that was a big issue. Big issue. What is loyalty? What is nationalism? What is goodness? What is honor? Big issues. People have to determine that themselves. It's not just fear of fighting. It's not just fear of this or fear of that, not because you're a coward. But you make your decisions based on what you have within you at the time you're making the decision. Can that change? Of course, you're learning things all the time. Do you see that, and especially with parents take the responsibility on their children. How did they turn out? What kind of kid is it? It was successful or not or whatever. They take part of that upon themselves, whether they're there, whether they're not, whatever. You can't just change that because you're a parent. You know, you feel, you love, you care, you concern yourself. You want betterness, the better aspects of life for your children. But do they always appreciate it? Do they always see it? Do they always understand it? They're going through different changes. They're approaching their lives in different ways. That goes for other people as well. Not just parents and children. That's one aspect of society, but it's not the only one. You have all types of social interactions. Political leaders. I talked many times about character. Character matters. Do people with character make mistakes? Do they, get behind the eight ball? Do they let their emotions rule them sometimes? Well, yeah, they're people. But it's the character that carries them through, that makes them a better person, that makes them aware, makes them empathetic, makes them appreciate the society that they have, makes them appreciate the people that are surrounding them. They may not like those people. Some people are not very likable, are they? But you have to respect people. People have a right to life. But they have to respect you as well. Is it tit for tat? Not necessarily. But there is a relationship in people. There has to be a camaraderie and an understanding, a state of balance, so that there isn't the anger, there isn't the harm, there isn't the hate. Is that naive? In a way. But it is not naive to wish it, to hope for it, to strive for it. And that's where the good intention comes in. You're striving to create good no matter where you are, what you're doing, when you're doing it. Do you sometimes fail? As I said earlier, of course you do. And I have to remind everybody, we're just human. There's no special human being out there. Nobody's top of the line because they have money, power, prestige, and they can because society gives them certain power over people or whatever. That doesn't make them special. It doesn't make them unique. That doesn't make them anything other than a person with power and money. But we're all here on this earth as human beings and should be respected. Is that always the case? Of course not. Just look at past history, slavery, and all that other stuff. Not just the black community. People were enslaved all over this world. White, black, didn't matter what color. Didn't matter what race. Everybody was enslaving everybody. The Africans were enslaving Africans. Indians were enslaving Indians. It goes on. But we strive to change. We strive to adapt. We strive to do what? Good. Because people want to live in a comfortable, good society. So the pathway to hell is not paved with good intention. It's paved with bad intention. It's paved with bad acts. If you believe in a judgment, as I said in my last clip about hell, if you believe in that concept and the belief on eternal life, that has some power. It should have anyway. I'm not sure if it does to many people. But think about it. Understand it. Be a part of that experience. Love thy neighbor. You've heard that many a time. How can you love your neighbor who throws garbage in your lawn or lets your dog crap on your lawn, your front lawn and you step in it? How do you love that guy or that woman who did it? Let the dog do it anyway. You don't love them, but you can respect the person's life. You're not gonna hurt them, maim them. You wish for better. You wish for a social change. You address the issue if you can. Sometimes there's an angry result. Sometimes there's sorrow. Sometimes people just don't care. It isn't easy to turn the other cheek, nor is it smart sometimes. But it's a balance. Going to the good means something. Character in people mean something. It matters. So don't live that adage. Don't believe in that adage is my advice. Go to the good. Keep hope alive. Live that life. Take the responsibilities as if you make a bad decision based on good intent or based on bad intent, whatever it is, you made a bad decision, just live to it. Take responsibility for it and go for it. Change, but always live to a better way. Always channel your ideas to a better place. Regardless of what others think, you're going to feel that, what others think. You're going to feel their impact in a society. You can't just isolate yourself. You feel it. That doesn't mean it overrules you or runs your life or you have to run away from it or whatever. But it's a challenge. Face the challenges. Go forward. Keep hope alive. Go to the good. That's the best way I know. Just go to the good. Thanks for listening. Have a good day. Like what you hear, please subscribe. Hit the like button for whatever that does. And comment. Not for me, for others. Put your thoughts down. People want to hear it. They'll read it. Share. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.